Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let him know.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready.
Off play action. Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, here we go.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hard, hard.
Slam, slam, slam.
Go. Fire.
A give to Smith out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. You don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Let's go, Philly.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Sunday.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. D.D. Westbrook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yellow. Watch the line.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Detroit. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Again, it's Mixon. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Mike 54. Get him.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
On first down, Mahomes. Dorsett making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Wide. Get one.
Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Come on.
You're out. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check three.
He's gone.
Crash.
Ready.
Oh, design run for their wideout. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Right there.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert, and he finds Cook. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set, ready, 30 base.
One to Mike. Watch one. Right here.
Head up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's complete to Adams. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Look, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. 5.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. Thomas Davis on the tackle.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Look, squeeze. Snap.
Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Get it.
Off the bootleg. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Leo. Switch. Go.
Now Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will extend this big lead.
Eagles 34, Lions 3. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Yellow. I've got little lady.
54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 37. Check 37.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You ready?
54. Mike 54. Here it comes. Check 50. Check 50.
There. Ready?
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the run, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Just like that.
Now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Come on.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be